E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, the biggest event of the year. Games, people, dogs, dancing, music, trailers. Lots and lots of trailers. Everything is here. Now trailers tend to get people excited. Well, most of the time anyway.
It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer! Remember that one?
No matter what the style of presentation, E3 is all about the performance. And nobody does performance better than Nintendo. With a quick look into the newest entry of one of their most beloved series, Nintendo shows how they have perfected the art of the reveal. March 2018. Nintendo announces Super Smash Bros., a supposed fifth entry to the long-running fighting game series. Fans were quick to voice their excitement.
Smash Ball. Oh.
Yes! Oh! Woo, baby! We are back!
However, fans were quick to notice that a reveal of this caliber felt out of place. E3 was only months away. Why reveal something like this now? Sure, Nintendo was known to surprise its audience with big reveals throughout the year, but this seemed odd, even for them. Nintendo was known to employ shock tactics into their advertising, specifically their placement of trailers. A reveal like this was deliberately placed to generate hype, specifically excitement for a game that in the grand scheme of things, fans didn't know anything about. Is this a new entry? No, it's just a port. Conversations like this were good for Nintendo, as people were talking about their game without even revealing anything about it. They could save all the reveals later, maybe for a large event of some kind? June 2018. E3 time had come once more. Nintendo were building up for the largest presentation yet. Despite this, fans seemed to be worried. And not just because the rest of the conferences were more impressive than usual. Many were actually afraid for this new game, and the changes it would most certainly bring. One dreaded word was echoed over and over: cuts. Was your favourite fighter going to be replaced to someone else? Like any other fighting game, cuts were normal and expected. So, who was next on the chopping block? Fans held their breath until the presentation. Let's take a step back and have a look through their eyes.
Holy shit! Come, Jesse! I gotta go see Jesse! Jesse! Holy shit! Yo! Cloud is back? Oh, it's having children.
Fighting games, like Super Smash Bros., typically only have a handful of playable characters. So Nintendo revealing that this game was going to have over 64 fighters at launch, each with their own unique moveset and playstyle, was insane. Here it can be seen how raw shock value is really the bread and butter of Nintendo reveals. Add the brewing time for rumors and the general feelings of uncertainty around the game, and the reveal of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stands out even more. For a series most known for its range of notable characters, fans quickly turned speculation towards which characters were going to be added to the game. This is where Nintendo really shined, as they were able to condense the E3 experience and spread it out throughout the rest of the year. To truly understand this, we're going to have to go back even further. September 2014. Super Smash Bros. 4 is released, and on a general level, fans seem to like it. Out of all the new features to be explored, the new additions to the cast are easily the most welcome. All the usual boxes seem to be ticked. Long-time fan favourites, tick. Token weird additions, tick. Specific audience recognition, tick. Despite these additions, not every fan got to go home happy. Despite the wealth of new characters being the most added to any game in the series so far, many fans simply did not care. They just wanted their character to get in. This was when Nintendo got clever. If no single character could please the fans, maybe there was a different approach. Enter the Smash Ballot, an online voting system where the fans themselves could decide who would appear as the final DLC character. With Nintendo listening and the possibilities seemingly endless, many fans got to have their say, leaving feelings of hope. Looking at all these characters, it is easy to see why many fans got excited at this possibility. Certainly someone was going to be pleased. Fast forward to later in the year and the final DLC character was finally announced. Bayonetta. A well-liked character for sure, but definitely not a top pick for most ballot participants. With DLC development wrapped up, many fans were left disappointed, feeling as though their pleas for chosen characters were left unanswered. After a small grieving period, many started to ask, what actually happened to the Smash Ballot? Unbeknownst to these groups of fans, development of what would become Smash Ultimate started during this time. Careful consideration on the ballot results ended up playing a large role in deciding to bring back all previous characters, rewarding fans for not only their input but their combined passion. Use of ballot results didn't stop there, as the majority of decisions regarding this new game were also made here in this planning phase. Moving back to 2018, these ripples from 4 years prior have now turned into waves, resulting in some of the most powerful character reveals in Nintendo history. Here are the 3 that I believe to prove this point the most.
Ridley, leader of the infamous space pirates and fated rival of Samus, heroine of the Metroid series. A large dragonoid creature of vast intelligence, Ridley can be found in almost every Metroid game, cementing his role as the beloved series antagonist. His various reincarnations amount to his almost constant presence throughout the series, making his absence in Smash extremely notable. Ridley has actually had appearances in every Smash Bros. Title, but each time he's relegated to the role of a mere stage cameo. Ridley is, in one word, iconic, much in the way to other series antagonists such as Bowser or Ganon. The developer's conclusion? Ridley was too big for the game. King K. Rool, arch-nemesis of Donkey Kong, the grandfather of modern gaming. His kooky definition of a crocodile king assured that this monarch was one of the most recognizable characters in the 90s. His presence in all 3 Donkey Kong Country games set the bar for creating and using a villain with overflowing personality. Because of this likable personality, he rated extremely highly on fan ballots, indicating towards a worldwide appeal for the character. All things considered, he should have been a certainty in Smash Bros.
But thanks to his absence in mainline Donkey Kong games for almost a decade, King K. Rool faded instead into obscurity. The developer's conclusion? King K. Rool had grown too irrelevant.
Banjo and Kazooie, icons in the Nintendo 64 era. The charm of a simple-minded bear and a sassy bird made their series a console necessity. The duo held the rare merit of being recognizable enough and influential enough to stand side by side with other company mascots like Mario himself, without anyone batting an eye. Due to decisions made by their parent company Rare, Banjo-Kazooie and other Rare staples are now owned by Microsoft. Being business adversaries with Nintendo, the Bear and Bird haven't been seen in 10 years, with their last real game being released in 2000.
The developer's conclusion? Banjo and Kazooie seemed simply impossible.
These 3 characters have had such a large impact on the Smash community, and this doesn't even acknowledge the impact that one of the many other reveals has had on some other individual somewhere. Amongst other things, Nintendo is in the business of pleasing their fans, and with more DLC already announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it is clear that Nintendo plans to uphold the standard for reveals that they have set. The only question is, who's next.
I have to be honest here, I'm really banking on Cuphead. But that's the great thing about Smash reveals. You never know who's up next.
Only one thing is clear. Nintendo truly is the master of the reveal. Thanks for watching.